The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What's up? Good evening, everybody. I am your hostess with the mostest, the Appalachian American, and boy, it's a celebration. The last 3 days have been exciting, to say the least. Meltdowns galore, butt hurts just every single day. Someone's coming out butthurt, and it's hilarious. I know that it's going to be a good time. Get ready to be able to buy your own house. Get ready to buy your own fuel. Get ready to buy things cheaper. Gas, groceries, and energy. Energy. We're going to be number one, baby. I'm so stoked. Joining me as always, my left-hand associate, the author, David Applegate.
G'day, friends and fans. Hey, you know, it's more like hourly, but we're also getting lots of revelations about events prior to the election that they've been keeping under their hat. So stay tuned.
Yay! He's a doctor we don't know what of, but he's Dr. Coffin-Nails.
Good evening. I don't know what it is. I feel like, in the words of Chevy Chase, I'll need plastic surgery to remove the smiles from my effing face. I don't know why that is.
Maybe it could be a recent victory. Last but not least, we have the knight from the table himself, the anime knight.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. I'm still coming off that high of voting and also staying up till what do we stay up till 11 or midnight on election night?
For you, maybe. For us, dude, it was 2:45.
Exactly.
It was a long night.
So get ready for the good things to come. And also, how does it feel to see Iran and Ukraine beg and whimper? Please, Daddy, don't beat me up.
Right, dude.
I know, right?
They are begging for ceasefires and all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, I know why Iran is. I know why Iran is. We'll get to that.
Yeah, come on and get it.
It's something you want to see. You just want to see it.
Oh, it's great. I think it's hilarious. These people want to get you and then turn around and be like, "Oh, we want ceasefire. Nah, don't work like that."
What? You started a war and now you want to ceasefire?
Get ready David, I hope you've got something else planned to do after your Ukraine updates in, because I've already heard Zelensky's wanting to negotiate.
I've already covered that. He's full of bullshit. He just attacked a Russian airbase, so they're not going to stop firing on him soon.
Well, he might want to settle it down.
Well, he's going to have to. Otherwise, they're going to drop a 9-ton piece of bunker buster on his home in Poland. I mean, where he's allegedly hiding in Kiev.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nowhere near the Ukraine right now, I'm guessing.
Has he ever?
No.
Other than no, he flies in and flies out with the media.
Should we start this off by a new liberal crybaby meltdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next week.
Oh God.
When Lefty's losing it.
We did this again. I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my to get drunk today, and I'm gonna act like an angry black fucking woman because I'm fucking angry. No! He's a felon! He's a felon! What is democracy? Freedom. I'm done. Does anybody know how to find or hire a hitman woman?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bro.
She'll be getting a visit.
He's ruining my life. Our life is the lives of every single immigrant in this country.
He's a fake ass mother who is not a real human being. He's a piece of shit.
We're so fucking happy that the economy is supposed to be okay now because for Donald Trump and voting rights. So many groups of people, not even just fucking.
All right, who?
So many
What?
groups of fucking people that are not straight cis white men.
What was?
I could see it, like, breaking me and my parents apart because they just don't
Live for a
get
white
it.
country,
And it
lives
was
about
gonna
white
make
people.
my friends' lives
Hit the
hell.
road, Jack.
My life is okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are
My life's okay because I'm a white woman, but my friends.
not gonna be.
That first lady with the beer bottle needs to put down the beer bottle and go get laid.
I hope at the end of this, when we're destroyed,
She looks like she was rejected by the quarterback.
I also not only don't care when all the bad stuff that's gonna happen happens to you, I actually want it to happen to you.
Lips, too much Botox.
I'm angry as fuck. I'm gonna get drunk. Call problem.
Nah, you don't need to get drunk, lady. You need to get laid.
Oh, you trust me, bro. She's on the corner every night.
So funny. Thank you, Alex Jones, and your network. Hey, there's Channel Dead Brian late, but he needs to connect a microphone and a cam before you can add them to stream. So, Lape, get on that. I think that's hysterical. Hey, Lape.
Yes. Now, excuse me, 1 minute, gentlemen. 1 minute.
Hey, here's a good one. Hold that here.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah, well.
Would you
look at that, Holly,
There's a
darling.
few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look.
I got an update on
Just
the
look
election,
at
bro.
it. What the heck is that? Oh,
It's amazing.
Oh my goodness, darling. Oh my goodness, darling. There's so many blemishes to your face. Let's add a few more there, darling.
Dr. Coverdale, that was spicy.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that on air.
But it's
Yeah.
You
are correct.
1000%
correct.
You know the lady who called
8
for a
a.m.
deletion?
sharp.
Yeah. The lady who called for a deletion. I got a wee bit of news on that. Remember the first deletion attempt?
Oh, really?
And the second? And the third? They're all linked to Iran. Yes, there was a third deletion attempt. The FBI has rounded up a couple of Iranians who are planning a deletion event. And they're going on trial. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be spicy. All I can say is if you're the president of Iran right now, Trump may have a surprise for you come January 20.
Possibly.
Something to do with B2s or B21s and some 9-ton pieces of munitions. Or perhaps an act of God like a falling helicopter.
All right, so here's some Ukrainians doing Ukrainian stuff. Apparently they felt the need to show us that they are going to target practice on a Trump shirt and hat. But you know what I have to say to that, right? You know what the appropriate answer for that clip is?
No funds for you.
I thank you for purchasing that hat and that shirt that makes more funding go to your problems. Thank you.
Hey, put it this way. Next time anybody, I'm going to find that clip. Next time anybody talks about supporting Ukraine, I want that sent to every effing Republican congressman. And I bet you it turns out none of them are Ukrainians or even in Ukraine.
Well, and look at the bright side. At least we won't see any more of the Ukraine flags being waved. We're going to see more American flags waved, as it should be.
You're going to see a lot of people backing off Ukraine very soon, I tell you. They're planning something big. Even Israel
I commented on it and said, thank you for your purchase. That hat and shirt purchase went to funding your downfall.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are saying that we should have been told prior to the election that, like Iran was involved in the first deletion attempt, that Zelensky has been threatening Trump if he cuts funding. I mean, do you know what Zelensky's latest claim is? He wants Europe to give him $800 billion so they could purchase their own weapons.
Oh, was that all?
Yeah, $800 billion, yeah. Well, that's the U.S. defense budget. I mean, you know. And it's going to be paid for by Russia because that's the value of Russian assets currently held, allegedly. But I looked it up. It's only $300 billion. Where's the other 500 coming from? Dr. Coffindale's retirement, looks at his retirement fund. Where did it go?
Yeah, this dude's such a boss. Check this out.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Is she crazy?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh, I've seen this. It's funny.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. It's about 30.
To California with an unshakable dream to be the scientist.
How many people are watching?
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime. Say, Cynthia's out. The things of which she complains. The things of which she complains.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Oh. You hear that, Phil? It's great, right? Ready? These are her and Biden.
I really hope Trump got a lot of sleep after all this.
Get that out of the way. She paid and raised bail. She paid bail to get the violent.
Do what?
Was a good night's sleep, 3 hours, man. Come on. He's not going to sleep.
The dude's a beast, man. For real.
He sleeps at most 3 hours a night.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You heard about the guys who work 2 shifts? He's the guy who works 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's a browning I can get behind.
Hey, Prime, if you're not going to speak, mute, because you still got some feedback.
Did you hear about that monument
like
that was
Iranian.
built? Did you hear that monument that was built in Washington?
No. What did it do?
No. There's a monument that's been erected, and it has It's Nancy Pelosi's desk, and on top of it is a pile of crap, like a perfect, I'm not making this crap up. Look it up. It's an actual thing. No,
I thought that was a meme.
No, it's an actual
Oh
thing.
my god.
Oh god.
Hey, I read something I can't play for streaming reasons, but I can share it to us, our group chat on, let's see, on X. How do I share? Is it this one? Oh yeah, here it is. Send it via direct message. I'll put it in our little group chat over on X, and you guys can watch it there. It's pretty funny. It's just something I can't. The music is what's going to get me in trouble on YouTube.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But all it is Biden. It's Biden walking away with, where he turns back and smiles, and it's the perfect time where it cuts off. It's the Linkin Park song "What I've Done," and it cuts over to Michael Bay.
Who was the last one to vote? Biden.
Yeah.
In a red hat. What was that about? Kicking me out of my desk, Kamala? So you know Trump won the popular vote by 5.6 million? There are no blue states. There are red counties and a couple of blue cities trying to tell you all how to live.
Lape, are you recovering from daylight savings?
And having power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Trump has over 4 million ahead in the popular vote right now.
Yeah, 5.6 is the official.
Yeah, and that is called a mandate.
Yeah,
I mean,
remember, they stopped counting at 93%. So they knew they couldn't win at that point.
I mean, how the Dems going to cope about that? They was like, oh, well, we got the popular vote. You got nothing. You don't have the popular vote. You lost 4 swing states. He flipped 4 states at least.
Yeah,
they lost the Senate. I mean, the House is still out, but they're obviously going to get down. So they have 211 right now reported. They need 7 more. The Dems only have 200 reported. So, I mean, that's almost a foregone conclusion. He's going to have the House, the Senate.
Well, the House is ready. I think there's not enough votes left to flip any more seats. They're just finishing up the tally.
Yeah, they're just finishing
on Monday. Yeah,
I think he's projected to win, but right now the Republicans are 211 to 200. So, I mean, to get majority, you need 218, I think. So.
Yeah, but remember, a lot of these are only because of recount demands and mail-in ballots and all the other tomfoolery.
Right.
Speaking.
Apparently, 10 hours ago, breaking, Qatar has told all of Hamas officials in the country, you are no longer welcome here. Leave the country immediately.
The weather report for Qatar: falling bombs. Hello, Hamas. Move to Yemen.
The weather report is partly cloudy with some falling bombs.
Yeah, so move to Yemen or something.
Yeah,
get out.
I mean, my point was, the Democratic Party is over unless they move more toward the center.
They are bankrupt. They are 20 million in debt, and none of their donors, not even Clooney, is coming up to pay their bills.
I mean, what do they say? 60% of Hispanics. These were the people that were trying to get in there, so because they thought they'd automatically vote Dem.
63 Hispanics, only 15%, but this is mostly African migrants. So the more Africans they bring in, the more they vote blue.
I mean, they were talking about some parts of Georgia that 70% of people were voting for Kamala. That's usually like 95%.
Yeah.
So they've lost.
The black vote has shrunk. The migrant vote is now a majority of voting red, which is led by Latinos, but they are followed by African migrants. And the African migrants said the same thing, even in Minnesota. We moved away from these people, and now you want to let them in?
Right.
That's the problem with third wave migration. First wave is all the business people, right? All the academics, etc.
Right.
Then you get the second wave, all the people who flee the assholes. Third wave is the assholes. You don't want third wave migration.
Well, there was some exit polls that indicated that 50% of the people were voting had flipped because of trans issues. So I mean that people are fed up with that
they
as
consider
well.
that crime, grooming, etc. Yeah.
Right.
All the groomer stuff. Yeah. A lot of people did say it was specifically about trans because they recognize the fact that trans is but a small percentage of the problem.
Right.
And that it's only a certain it's a certain group in California. It's not America-wide. It's a certain group of California who want to enable and enact a certain criminal activity, but they don't want you to engage in activity.
Lape, are you available, or are you just kind of hiding out?
Yeah.
Because I
he
can't hear
probably
you.
hit the button. Yeah, I can't hear him either. But I heard a crackle before. He might have issues.
Well, I know that Prime just dropped in, and he's got some wind or whatever wherever he's at. It's very
he's got
windy.
And static, yeah. Like a background there, Anime.
How it should be.
Yeah, it's starting to hear you. She's drawing you in. Look, a lot of people I've seen melting down. There's actually a lot of people who from the trans community say, you brought it on yourselves. Why do you big question mark? Why do you need children, a children's audience?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that better?
And again, it's that California crowd.
It wasn't plugged in all the way.
Oh,
good job.
That's what she said.
Yes, that's it. That's what she said.
Oh man, here's one. I shared this today on Facebook. It made me laugh so hard.
Donald Trump won, and I am very, very afraid that he might deport my mother-in-law. She entered illegally to the country, and she lives in Street 4, number 47, apartment D, New York. I am very, very concerned. That's right behind the green apartment. Yeah. I hope nothing bad happened to her. The gate is always open. You don't have any dogs either. Street 4, number 47, apartment D.
I can't post my response.
I love it.
So I put it on a.
He just sold out his mother. He just sold her out.
Yo. Because it's a joke, man.
Yeah,
I saw it this morning and was dying laughing.
What happened there? I had to leave for a second. Sorry. What was he doing?
Oh, it was just a dude. It was a meme. It was a joke.
Okay.
He was talking about oh my gosh, Donald Trump got elected. What am I gonna do? I feel so sad for my mother-in-law. She came in the country illegally and now she lives on Street 4, apartment 47, apartment D. The gate's always open.
He's selling out his mother.
There's no dog.
no
dog. Should have said there's a squirrel. They'd be over
there's
there
not an
straight
animal
away.
to shoot. They won't show up.
Yeah, that's right. Should have said there's a squirrel being housed illegally. Gosh, yeah, no dog to shoot. I mean, please, they live for that. And if you don't believe me, listen to all the people who complained. Even Tyrus, they shot Tyrus's dog because, yeah.
And they shot Peanut, that poor squirrel.
I think Peanut was one of the tipping points. There were like several.
Did you hear that there's more details that came forth on that are not very savory? I don't know if you heard about that.
No, what happened?
The guy, I don't know if the girl was involved too, but he was on OnlyFans, and there were videos where he's nude or partially nude with Peanut involved somehow, and it's not good.
Has no confirmation, but they have shown that there are videos of them training Peanut to fetch the hat, put it on, and it doesn't matter, right?
Right. I mean, it's still a horrible overreach, but I mean, it just makes
it's still another horrible overreach. Yeah. And again, the people who are clutching their pearls are celebrating pride parades where naked men simulate sex in public in front of children. So you got no moral ground to stand on.
And pools of human urine. Yeah. Yes. And God knows what else.
And he wasn't hurting anybody. I mean, Peanut's a grown animal. It can run away at any time.
Right. That could have been the tipping point. I mean, New York's never going to flip. They're too far blue, but it came a lot closer than they have in a long time.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The mayor's ending the free money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. As well as all the meltdowns, New York and other places have stopped their free money.
For the illegals.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to stop in like 2 months. Yeah, they're not renewing it.
Oh, wow. Imagine that.
So,
yeah, they stopped it straight away. They just, as soon as they heard the results, Adams was on the phone and said, cut it.
Yeah, I just looked at this. New York was 55% Kamala, 44% Donald. That's insane for New York. That's pretty damn close.
Giuliani. Yeah, that's the closest they've been since Giuliani.
That's insane.
Well, I think when Adams kind of spoke his mind about all the illegals flowing in, and they called him into Biden's office, I think that
and arrested him.
Yeah, I think it started why am I following these clowns?
Well, you also got to remember what was it? They actually did a poll and found that 70% of the Teamsters support Trump. So I think New York would have been a lot closer if it wasn't for all the people who got their driver's licenses. Because you look at the vote, Joe Biden is an anomaly in the vote. But you also look at Kamala's support and compare the popularity. Obama got 61 million. He was high popularity. Clinton, Obama, they're all, but Biden and Harris, they're all low popularity. But Biden got 80 something, 81 allegedly, 18, and Kamala allegedly got what? 65, 63, 13. It's all over the place. But clearly, I think the best meme on them all is just basically a house showing that from Obama down to Kamala, each time they've just picked the worst somebody lesser than, picking Biden. Biden picks Kamala. Kamala picks Tim. A lot of people didn't vote for Kamala because of Tim.
Well, the dude was a weirdo.
Isn't he the guy that just let half of his state burn? After a certain person.
He celebrated it.
Couldn't breathe anymore.
His freedom.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was on the phone to Trump begging for security. So, that's the kind of guy he is.
And he just looks unhinged.
he's like a football coach. Yeah, the guy who screams at you all the time to do 50 laps.
Well, he looks like the football coach that's been hit in the head too many times by a tackle, is what he looks like.
He's that football coach who does the peephole thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the peephole eye, you know, wide open, you know. Yeah, I can see you there nodding awake, Anime Night.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, Seth, that you couldn't bring the Old Dominion in there.
Hey, yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
giving you a hard time. Virginia went for Kamala.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
I'm giving you a hard time.
Everybody kind of knew it probably would, but
I usually give my friends in Michigan a hard time, but this time they pulled it through, so I can't do that now.
Man,
well, they know the money train's going to stop. So
yeah,
I'm watching the Senate race still here in Arizona. It's really close.
How many?
They're still going.
We're still going. This is, like I said on Tuesday night, this is the most backward state ever.
Yeah.
With
they
Maricopa.
Take forever to count.
Yeah, because they pay by the hour.
Yeah.
So wait, what the? Oh, look at that. Okay,
what are they at 81% still? It's
at 83. It's at 83. So here's how close it is. Kerry Lake has 1,347,951 votes, and Ruben Cartel Lord has 1,380,730. So it's 48.4 to 49.6. That's how close this is.
Well, he should have made it $10 Amazon gift cards instead of $5. How cheap do you have to be? I mean, why does anybody have $5 gift cards? But how cheap do you have to be to go around the res and hand out $5 gift cards for votes?
$5 gift card is not worth the effort to hand out. That's $5 is nothing.
Speaking of which, this stream is sponsored by Milky Way.
You could buy about 2 Milky Ways for $5.
Other than my ebook, I mean, that's it. You know, my ebook's $4.99. A lot of ebooks are $4.99, but most people, the $5 gift card costs $3 to make. You know,
yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
There's no profit in $5 gift cards. That's why Amazon is losing money. Gift cards are unsustainable.
I noticed Colorado went for Harris as predicted, which means that they did the whole thing of taking Trump off the ballot and compromising their entire constitution for basically nothing, because it didn't work anyway, and it went for Harris anyway. So it's like, I'm glad that effort was well spent.
Well, look forward to a lot of begging for basic services as Trump says funding. I thought you fund yourselves. Yeah. Go fund yourselves.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what you got to do. Tell these states to go fund yourself.
So there's a big push right now to get Alex Jones as press secretary.
Oh my God! Would that be a meltdown?
I don't know if that's a good idea. It'd be great. It'd be entertaining.
That would be hysterical.
I don't know. I don't know if Trump would do that. I don't know if that would be wise for him to do that. I'd enjoy it.
I will
eat
your ass.
What's the suspicion that he's?
Yeah, he addressed that on the show today. Apparently, he's got a longer video about it. I'd like to see Michael Malice. I know Michael Malice didn't really vote, but
I'm kind of retarded.
That would be hysterical. That would be the funniest thing in the world if that happened.
Well, at least his voice would be able to be heard. I don't know what the heck they're doing. Are they selling off all his assets at this point?
I think they are having to go. He is having to go through some kind of
I think
what's
Tuesday,
auction. They're auctioning off his stuff.
That's such BS.
Get ready. Hey, you know what's going to really cause a meltdown? Sotomayor's retirement may fall under Trump.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Oh,
get
hey,
him to
you know
retire
what?
early.
You know what really makes me laugh is this clip of Jimmy Kimmel. So anytime you guys think of Jimmy Kimmel, remember this.
Tell us what you think.
Oh yeah.
Statue. I mean, do you think that she's attractive or not? Take a look.
Well, who is that?
Tell us what you think.
That's from the Man Show. That's you don't remember that?
No, but I meant who's looking through
Jimmy Kimmel.
I think it's some random woman.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, it doesn't matter who's looking through it. It's Jimmy Kimmel.
It's Jimmy Kimmel. Anyone
That's
else
really
that surface, they'd be canceled. But somehow he's immune.
Well, that was back in the day when you could do that.
Yeah, but that, I mean,
Of course
anyone.
He's a useful idiot. Yeah.
The whole blackface thing, where he's like, where he was Karl Malone. I mean, do you think anyone else would still be on the air once that resurfaced?
But it's not just Jimmy Kimmel. But
Well,
there's a
that's
few
how
of
they
them
control
who
him.
seem to
It'd
have
be a shame
liberal
if this
privilege.
resurfaced.
Mm-hmm.
But he did it on us. Jimmy Kimmel's done it lots of times. And so has Justin Trudeau. Do you know there are 4 Canadian MPs who have been confirmed working for China? That should have come out before the election. And America should have cut off Canada from Intel a year ago when they found out.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole Iran business, hiring people to delete Trump, that, you know.
Well, that's the story they want us to believe, but we know who it really is.
Yeah, but we know Iran's a proxy for these things.
Oh yeah. Well, they'll work through MI6.
They'll work for any agent. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people who claim, you know, this is why they have enemies around the world, is so they have a deniable asset.
Yeah.
To do the dirty work. But I mean, it really is going to be glorious because Trump is organizing somebody to head up Homeland Security to enable, to organize the mass deportations. And there is precedent set by both Democrats and Republicans for mass deportations, and using the National Guard to enact federal policy goes all the way to Lincoln, Grant, you know, the Indian emergencies, all those, you know. So you screwed yourself, Democrats, with your Indian wars. Because the federal government can and will take control of the militia to enact policy of national defense.
Yeah, they could start with those apartment buildings in Colorado that the gang members have taken over.
Oh no, just give them the governor's address. Then they'll see Colorado enact that screen. Yeah, but Colorado, right? The Democrats used failing school systems, which under Clinton, to flip Colorado blue. And since then, they've been voting blue because of health care and education. Yet, no matter how the outcomes keep declining, you know, at this point, you're going to just say, go fund yourself, you potheads. You get what you deserve. No, they need to learn their misery of the consequences of their actions. Wait until they beg for help. And
They won't learn. They'll just move to another state and start all over again.
Exactly. They keep running away from their consequences, which is what illegals do.
So, anyway.
Dude, so there's a JCW wrestling league Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Hmm.
And this dude pulls out an 8-ball and blows a bunch of. His name is Cocaine.
Oh!
His outfit is the same as Kane, but white.
That is.
What?
Anybody surprised?
He's got a baggie. It's an 8-ball.
Oh, it's got a baggie.
An 8-ball.
Is that playing smooth for anyone?
No.
Okay.
Not for me.
Just making sure it wasn't my machine. Mine's been acting
No,
weird
Labe.
today.
My computer's slow and everything sucks now. Even though I put bigger RAM in my computer, like you said, would help.
I thought
Still
you
sucks.
fixed your internet. Or is your internet okay?
Yeah,
but your computer's slow?
it's quicker than it was, but it still sucks. I think it's just my computer.
Because you're saying you found that piece, that elbow joint or whatever that was slowing you down before.
Yeah, I mean, it's still my internet's fast, but like it's still not. It still doesn't make my laptop work any better.
Okay.
That's why coffee and gaming sucks, but I still just do it because it's fun.
Here's
But yeah, the other answer to your question is not really. Huh? Go ahead.
The only thing that like if I do it by myself, like it comes in good and works smooth. But if I have guests with me when I share a video, it gets all laggy because I guess it can't handle all the intake.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But no, I'm slowly getting there. I can almost make it to 10 o'clock, but I'm still waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, dude, I'm exhausted right now. Like I was before we got going, I was like, dude, I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, and I got to be up at.
Just stayed up all night to see the election
5
results.
tomorrow to drive over to Sugar because that's where we're doing. Us and Sugar are doing a combined OEC refresher. So,
Who is Sugar?
Sugar Mountain.
Oh,
so there's
I was like, what are you talking about?
Right around Banner Elk, you've got Beach, which is closer to me, and Sugar's on the other side. So
I thought you were smelling burnt toast for a second.
No. But because of Helene,
let's all live in Sugar Mountain.
And because there's still roads closed, it's going to take longer than it should to get there. So it's going to be a real joy.
Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Wednesday, I'm leaving for Tennessee. I'll be in Gatlinburg. So next Friday will be I'll take my laptop with me, and we'll probably do, maybe if Lape's there.
Should be.
All right.
I won't be in Gatlinburg, but.
Well, I know that. I'm just talking about like if you're available, maybe you can go live or something.
Yeah.
Host.
Don't know about Thanksgiving weekend yet but we might end up being in Cincinnati, but we're not sure yet.
That's fine. I'll be here. But, we don't usually do too much on Thanksgiving. That's just mainly, everybody just kind of gets together at my house.
Yeah.
But
they got some more roads open. Last weekend we actually went on a road. It's really nice gravel road up over the mountain. Because the other way was blocked, but now that one.
That's good.
But yeah, we still got a lot of roads. 421 from Mountain City to Boone is still closed. But I mean, what we had is nothing compared to Asheville, but it's still annoying. There's some roads there's especially some of these smaller back roads. I don't know when they'll be ever. If you're not 4-wheel drive, you don't go down them. So,
look, when we had the big flood, we had small streets for years, just still covered in dirt and mud. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. It happens everywhere. The only streets that get taken care of are the ones where the voting matters.
Yeah. Well, and even the street this road it's Locust Gap Road goes up over the mountain. It's pretty weird on the Tennessee side. You can see a few houses, not much. You get in the North Carolina side, it's like, hey, civilization again. But the view is really, really good once you get over that ridge.
Sorry,
it's all right. But even that road, trying to get back to 321, it's the problem is, and some of these is where the creeks, a lot of these roads follow creeks through the gaps, right? It's a lot of water gaps. And so when the creeks flooded, they took the whole thing out. So some of it, where it depends if it was piled clays, it undermined them. And even this road, a couple places it was one lane. But like toward Damascus, and this is what Asheville's also dealing with.
From Damascus, huh? I don't trust Damascusers.
Yeah. But that road was in the rock.
Is that what you call people from Damascus?
No? Yes. Dumb ass kiss. Yeah. That one was on the rock. So when the creek overflowed there, it just took the whole road. I mean, there ain't nothing left. It's just rock bed. But they got that one fixed because that's a pretty main thoroughfare. But there's a road off of it. It's kind of a back way that some people take to go around Damascus through the park, go toward. There's a small college out that way in Virginia. Something Henry and
William Henry.
I don't know if it's William Henry.
William and Henry.
Harrison.
William and Henry, yeah. But there's a road that goes that kind of a way to, especially in the summertime, it's a way to avoid the tourists in Damascus. Well, that road, they haven't even given a date when they're going to fix that.
Dang.
But I know Interstate 26 and part of 40, they're saying maybe by mid 2025, maybe later. There was one of them, I think they said we're going to be closed for 5 years, but I forget which one that was.
Yeah. Right. We built 1 million miles in 100 years. America. We'll get there in another 200.
Yeah. But no.
Yeah, go ahead. It's
kind of your comment about, where the votes matter. We lived in Cincinnati. There was somebody that was on the township council, the neighborhood we lived in, kind of the main loop, I guess you could call it. I forget what that road was called, but one day all of a sudden they're putting in underground utilities. And we thought, and they said, it'll be in the whole neighborhood, and I don't know, whatever it was. But it was only on the road that person lived on.
Yeah, we had that happen here too with the election. There was a couple of well-to-do estates that got their cables put in underground, and all the U channeling on the so you got the the new gutter, all the new guttering and all that, and raised footpaths. Right. Yeah, it was in the it was in the outgoing premier's area. So.
Right. So they did it and I don't know if that person got reelected. I don't know what happened.
No, she wasn't standing for reelection.
5 years later, it wasn't any different where we lived because I thought, that'd be nice. But
yeah, we're still waiting for the rest of the catch up, for modernization 20 years later. Still. But sorry to go backwards, but remember they were talking about Trump's a felon? Well, Trump's such a felon that all the cases against him have been dismissed, and Jack Smith has been fired.
What about the case? What about the case in Georgia?
That's gone.
The one in Georgia's gone.
Yeah,
I was going to say because Georgia went for him. If that still went on, that would cause huge problems.
No, that was gone months ago. He got to stay on appeal, and she left. She left the case to get reelected. She had a hearing on disbarment which was 50 split.
Oh,
and
wow.
And because the deciding vote wouldn't be cast, so they let her off the hook. Georgia dropped the ball on that. They could have
That's
fired her.
funny.
That might have been one of the reasons that Georgia went for Trump. Who knows?
Yeah, it was, but it was a big thing in Georgia about, or they called it election interference, and they were pissed at Raffinger and that. But I think they pretty much haven't come out and said it outright. But I think they were afraid of the violence. But
Well, he's immune to all the federal charges. The federal.
Yeah, it's gone. Jack Smith has dropped all the
Right.
federal charges gone. Stacey Abrams was the one bankrolling the ones in Georgia. She was the one. Fannie Willis, but Stacey Abrams gets her money off. Doesn't pay out her own money. She gets it from the campaigns, fundraising for Act Blue, and George Soros been one of the biggest donors. But mind you, Dinesh D'Souza, gives $20,000 to somebody and goes to jail. But Facebook could give hundreds of millions of dollars. But anyway, I just thought you should know that Jack Smith, he's such a felon. But in other news, there was supposed to be a deal in which Sotomayor was going to step down for Merrick Garland because Kamala and Merrick have been fighting. So instead of facing dismissal under a Harris administration, she was going to appoint him a judge if he stepped down nice and quietly after he wrapped up the Trump prosecution. Since things have fallen apart, Now, I don't know why they want to disbar Sotomayor. They're keeping it secret what she's done, but apparently she has broken the rules at some point for campaigning. But at some point, allegedly, she campaigned for a Democrat senator or something. So she broke the rules, but hasn't been dismissed. It would be funny, though. Trump gave 4 judges. I mean, imagine the meltdowns. Can hear it now. She's a Latino lady. You got to point a Latino lady. Yeah, what? Who? J-Lo? Diddy's friend?
Well, you guys have heard the theories that Biden will step down and then Kamala becomes the president.
Yeah, dude. So the hour and some odd that there was between when they finally called Donald Trump the president or whatever, they had to be discussing what they were gonna do. They knew they were losing, so I think I'm pretty confident that something's gonna happen to him in the next couple weeks, and she will be elected president in what is it, intermittent or whatever. Interim. Yeah.
Not elected, but be sworn in.
Yeah, she'll be sworn in.
Boy, can you imagine? Hillary just has to be seething if that happens.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny.
Apparently, Democrats are asking for asking Trump to pardon Hunter Biden.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
The new theory is that Sotomayor will retire, and they'll put Kamala as the new Supreme Court justice.
But confirmation hearings. It has to be approved by the Senate, and the Senate can't hear anything while it's in limbo.
Huh. Okay.
They have tried. They have asked the minority leader to call a special session. There are phone calls. Kamala's been making phone calls all day trying to get something done because she doesn't want to go away.
Is that everybody's horse trading right now?
Yeah. Yeah, Kamala's out looking for something. Governor, next race, Newsom doesn't want to touch her because don't forget she pushed him out. So you're not going to be welcome in California. Yeah, I don't know, but because she has legal standing, I suppose she could renew her license and try and be a judge. Or a
Good luck.
But yeah, good luck. I think it's just going to be too toxic. People are just not going to touch it.
Yeah, she's going to go the way of Dukakis. I mean, she spent her political capital. She's done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dukakis was Dukakis. They bought him off though. Gave him a was it at Berkeley? A seat on one of the big universities in California. Anyway, I think that's what she will end up. That's why she was probably at Brown University all day. It wasn't her concession speech. That was 2 days ago. So she's probably negotiating with Brown for a seat. Because these people can't give up taxpayer money. They're addicted to it. They're addicted to it.
Howard University.
Yeah. Likely she's looking for a position at Brown University. Still, it's $495,000 a year, apparently. So that's pretty much, a pay rise for her, isn't it? From 195, I think.
Yeah, I think the vice president is like 212 or something.
Yeah. So yeah, university position would probably be it because of the potential to get big money.
Yep. OPM, other people's money.
That's their addiction. But I like this announcement from Fox. They called the View deranged. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. Oh, what was that show like after he won? I can only imagine.
Well, it was
or they had one yet.
They had one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a meltdown, post-election meltdown. They were fighting over whether or not Trump was a misogynist or which one was worse. Was he a misogynist or a bigot?
I'm still waiting for the receipts on him being a racist and a bigot.
Yes. A sexist, a racist, a bigot, and of course their favorite, a felon. Well, really, such a great felon that they dropped all charges against him the moment the election was over. So don't tell me it wasn't election interference. Well, they can't call election interference because it failed.
Right. And he was charged but never sentenced, so he's not a felon. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah, but you got to remember the accusation is all they need.
Yeah.
It just gave him more street cred. That's all it did. That's all it did.
Yeah.
Yep.
In some communities, they said Trump's more black than than Ginger Spice. But now, of course, the shift is going to what's going to happen with all this African gold business and all the artifacts and all the other stuff, because Kamala was making lots of promises.
Well, she's not going to be,
Yeah, she ain't going to be welcome in a lot of places. There are a lot of people who are counting on other people money jobs, especially over at the FDA. Could you imagine a 10-year ban? What it would do to most of their careers? Or could you imagine if there was an open transparency bill that said, hey, all public figures have to disclose their assets and sources of extra income?
Yeah, that would not be good for a lot of people, I'm guessing.
No, especially the people who approve drugs and then 5 minutes later are on the board of Pfizer. But it's not just that. it's the real meltdown is coming when Doge starts.
Oh, Dogecoin.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the throat. I bet you any money that they are going to go for the throat the moment they announce Doge, that there'll be lawsuits, strikes, walkouts.
Oh, dude. Apparently, rumor has it Trump's calling for constitutional amendment to impose term limits on members of Congress.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that would be
awesome. He's hitting the ground running because that was his big mistake last time. Was a lot of talk and no follow through. Got to get it done.
That would be awesome.
And he's got to appoint more people faster. He had so many people held up until the end, and by the time they got into office, COVID hit. Speaking of COVID, what's Wuhan up to? Because Fauci only retired early, so he couldn't be prosecuted because there's that instant statute of limitations. Those ethics laws only apply to sitting members of the government. As soon as you quit, those laws no longer apply to you and can't be applied retrospectively, apparently. I'm sick of these protected classes of people.
Yeah, dude, it's annoying.
Oh, you can't talk about black people because they're protected. Oh, cry me a river. Go to your safe space in Africa. If you don't, Trump will help you.
Yeah, getting spicy in here.
Yeah, that was.
Well, they want to complain. They want to complain about white people. Yeah, well, you got a safe space.
Actually, you could just sit.
Well,
you could
here
just
it's
sit,
the white people complaining.
Yeah.
You could just sit in front of their house and be like, I'm not touching your property. I'm not touching your property. You hate white people. Well, here I am. Do something about it. Do something.
Yeah,
I'm sitting on the sidewalk. Public sidewalk.
Yeah. And then comes along. What's his name? What's that guy from Florida? The Latino, the white adjacent Latinos.
Oh, Marco. Oh, I hope he doesn't get Marco Rubio or Mike Pompous Potato.
Those two are sucking up big time. But I think
Pompeo, we need
lost weight.
Get Tulsi Gabbard in there. Get who's that one dude? You know what? Get Ron Paul as head of the Fed.
Oh, Ron Paul wants to end it. He wants to join Elon in Doge. And Rand ain't going to give up.
I like this new team. I like this one. And they're actually not fucking. I mean, they're not effing around this time.
No, Pompeo's lost weight apparently, huge.
Oh yeah, because that walrus realized that his little piggy bank puppet isn't bringing in the dough, so he starved for cash, and unfortunately, he's going to be treated as a second-class
he's over at the
citizen.
Atlantic Council. He's on other people's money at the Atlantic Council.
Well, still not enough to
Guys,
maintain.
I hate to interrupt, but I gotta go. I got a hard stop right now. So
All right.
Good.
Really freaking early.
Okay.
Oh,
all
right.
All right.
Good night.
Anyway,
I gotta be
geez.
awake driving through the mountains, man.
Especially
in the dark.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, man. We
Makes
understand.
See you guys.
Yep.
Hey, watch out for that tree when you're skiing down that hill.
Great. Now that he's gone, that loser. I'm just kidding. I love you, Lape.
Lape is a bird in this world. Let me tell you.
Yeah, Lape is anus.
Oh, he's really upset. The WEF.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We should have just named this episode "Who's Mad."
Who isn't mad would be a shorter list.
Dr. Carbonell said, "White boy summer is back, baby." That's funny.
I love that.
Oh, it's good. It's gonna be so much fun. This is gonna be fun. I'm ready for I'm ready for 2025. I'm ready for. I'm ready to walk into the tax place with my W-2 and then walk out a bit of a richer man. Like, yeah, walk out of there with a nice fat return.
Well, did you see what happened to crypto the minute the election? It went through the roof. I wish I would have put money into that.
Yeah, they're saying $1.5 trillion was infused in the stock market as of today.
Dang.
So
it's not just value, but investments are up.
Yep. Well, I can't wait to walk
I can't
around.
believe how arrogant that Fed chair guy is. I can't believe how arrogant he was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm gonna make you leave. I'm gonna offer you a deal you can't refuse, mister. Because if we could somehow clean out the Fed and of course get rid of that, I don't even know what that creature is over there at the FDA. Get RFK in there.
Mm-hmm.
RFK definitely. I wish he would have been head of CIA, but I understand his reasons. I understand.
Look.
Did he decline that or something?
Yeah.
Well, because
he put FDA as his condition for joining.
Well, definitely FDA, because if you hear him talk, he does make a lot of sense, and it's like, you know what?
They screwed him over and blocked his.
I would love to eat healthier. I would love to eat healthier and swim in nice clean water and everything, and also fly and then also fly a plane over Appalachian American's house and dump water on it. And you'd be like, why is the roof wet? Why is the front yard wet?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, hi, buddy. But yeah, FDA screwed over RFK Jr. So did the party. They screwed him over for years.
They legally went after him and tried to sue him to keep him off the ballot in every state.
Yeah, they also blocked his law, but for decades they've been blocking his lawsuits against.
And they pissed him off. And guess what? They have a new enemy, and he's like working with Trump. Nice job, Democratic Party. You're idiots.
Well, that's it. But the thing is, don't forget their motto is to create enemies, so they have a boogeyman to blame. They thought they could isolate him as an old white guy,
right?
Because they thought everybody will listen to Caroline. She's the voice of reason, and like she comes across as an unhinged cat lady who wouldn't be out of place on The View. Nor would a squealing pig.
Have you guys seen this video?
Oh my lord!
Oh, I've seen this one. Yes, it's quite.
This is so funny.
Okay, so we're closing in on almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today. And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store, of course, asking him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just looked at me with kind of like a look on his face. And I said, win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very close. And I said, no, it's not. He says, well, what do you mean? I said, no, it's not. The women of America are making their voices heard.
No, the women of America are tired of you.
And the women are voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won this. And I said to him, she's going to take every one of the swing states plus Iowa. And he said, oh, the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political journalist. I'm telling you right now.
I'm a
members are
political
there. She's
analyst.
taking this election.
53% of white
said to
women
him,
voted for Trump. So there you
and
go.
he didn't tell me who he voted for. Of course, I
Yep.
knew. And I said,
And
you
I'm
can
one of the
realize you
many
wasted
men
your
out there
vote,
who
right?
voted for Trump just to kick that number back in
And
the
I
right
didn't
direction.
care. I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home.
He didn't care because he took your money, bitch. Bye. He got your money, bitch.
Yeah.
If you'd waited 5 minutes, you would have found out she lost and wouldn't have to buy champagne. But instead, he just took your money. That's why he was quiet, because he knew you lost.
I bet. How much you want to bet right now? He heard the Trump celebration as he's counting that money. Be like, oh look, here's the $5 from that lady.
Yeah, I'm checking these 50s are real, baby.
Yeah.
He's
It's so
checking those
sweet.
50s are
I'm
real.
enjoying this.
There's only
I'm enjoying this.
because they buy the cheap shit.
Doesn't matter, yeah. But I mean, they buy the cheap shit and give you a 50 and you check it and it's like, George Floyd, get your ass back here, boy. Give me real money. But
yeah, watching the libtards meltdown part 2, it was worth putting up 4 years of Biden. It was worth it.
They set themselves up for a huge fail. That's the point. I mean, even
Look what they did. I mean, if you look at it, because they're like they were so arrogant. They're like, no, we're gonna put Kamala in, and it's like, did you not learn your lesson with Hillary? Did you not learn your lesson with Hillary? Look, and now Trump,
They got
they
got someone even more unlikable than Hillary. It's amazing.
That's scary.
Not only that, they did the
Scary.
same thing as Hillary. Book victory parties. And there's a lot of places that are going, thank you very much for not coming.
No, they already got the money. They already got the money.
They got
and
their
everything.
money, but they didn't show up for the party. That's the beauty of it. They got paid and not have to clean up after Democrats.
Here's the question: what can't you wait to do in the evening of January 20th, 2025?
Get my free way from the government. All those women are going to be rounded up to be handmaidens.
What about you?
I think he's frozen.
Oh. What about you, Anime?
I'm ready. I am ready to see all those people cry louder when he's being sworn in as president. That is gonna be you know what? I may as well go out and buy some wine. I might as well go out and buy some wine for that occasion.
All right.
If American's going to be hosting the inauguration stream, I'll gladly bring the bottle of wine. I'll gladly bring it.
I'm gonna have a brewski, and I'm gonna.
Considering this is all going to be taking place during the middle of the day at 1 p.m., I don't know how much drinking is going to be involved.
Maybe I won't be having a brewski. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll probably be on the side of the road watching it on my phone and on the way to like another inspection.
Well, there's a lot of people right now who aren't waiting for Inauguration Day. According to the New York Times, many illegals, some of them who've been in America for decades,
What?
are leaving?
Go home.
Wow.
Cannot wait
now
to do.
They finally admit, one, they admit there's illegals. Two, they admit they've been here for decades.
I might take that day off because I don't want to miss that.
Oh wow!
Where's that girl in the green
Monday.
coat who screamed no? We need a part 2 of that, please. I hope she is there because I want to see if she is still alive.
Yeah, the thing is, the meme has it replaced with who's that idiotic Robert De Niro's face. So
January 20th is a Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday. I'll have
I'm
to take
waiting
that off.
see. Look, don't nobody fly for a while. We need the runways clear for all those celebrities leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
Oh, you know what? I get that day off anyway because it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So you know what? I will be having a brewski. How about that?
Nice.
Good on ya. Finally, somebody who was being judged by his character by his peers and not by the color of his skin by Democrats.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear his inauguration speech, and it's going to be really nice.
Oh, it's going to be so nice.
And then watching because did you guys see the sore losers in Chicago?
Oh yeah,
Oh
they
my
had a
God!
meltdown.
It has to be cold over there. I'm like, I would have gone home. I would have been like, I'm gonna take my L and I'm gonna go home because it's cold here.
If they're in the streets freezing, they're not out somewhere stealing.
Actually, I don't think it's cold enough to start a fire because what can you do? So, but also I hope this time he actually stays in the motorcade this time and not walking down the street like last time. Because that when I saw him walking in the street and everything on inauguration day of 2016 of 2017, I almost had a heart attack of pure fear. Like I nearly had a heart attack that day. I'm like, Trump, what are you doing? You're just begging for these people to pop one off. You're just begging.
That's the problem. And it's
wait a minute. We proved that clown in Pennsylvania proved how bad shots they are. So I guess that's like that's like taking an Uzi on full auto and open firing and missing the entire clip.
Well, I mean, I don't know, dude. That's a hard shot to miss. It's a hard shot to make, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know. That shot in Butler, that was he's still breathing by the grace of God on that one.
Yeah,
he's still breathing because
I
he saw a line of.
I think that assassination attempt was the final wake up call. Like, okay,
the second one,
done. I'm done. That's Trump's way of saying, you know what? I was nice to you guys. I let you guys trash my name, make fun of me, do all this crap, but no, the gloves are off. I'm done.
Yeah,
that was the gloves off moment right there, and I'm glad because we gave these people the benefit of the doubt. We're like, fine, keep spouting your garbage, and look what happened. Now, if the roles were reversed, I would still call it out. Be like, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to play this game. We're not going to go out. I mean, we may not like Kamala and them, but we don't want anything bad happening to them.
But a couple of leading people have asked the serious questions. How much of the rhetoric before the election was just that? Because a lot of people are saying, did you all mean it? You dropped charges. Once the election was over, you dropped charges. You're not launching lawsuits. Well, they can't because Kamala Harris and the DNC are broke. They owe $20 million and nobody wants to cough up on that. Hey, Charlemagne, why aren't you paying your girlfriend's bills? I thought you're a real man. Go pay Kamala's bills.
Oh, is Charlemagne that clown, that radio show clown? Oh God,
he actually dared to say that he was more popular than Joe Rogan.
Oh, I bet everybody on the internet lit torch under his ass.
Somebody posted 20 people more popular than Charlemagne.
Speaking of him.
Yeah.
Oh my God in heaven! Holy crap! He got beaten with the ugly stick.
I think that Americans need to keep looking at the rhetoric of Donald Trump because or even speaking about it, somebody who's talking about putting people. We're talking about mass deportation. I don't know why we're having this conversation about somebody who wants to terminate the Constitution.
Don't y'all find it strange that now that he's won, they're not calling him a threat to democracy, a fascist? On Monday, they're not calling him anything. On Monday, they're calling him. I think you really believe. Be about how things are about to be really bad.
He's the most powerful man in the world now.
It just makes you wonder how much of it did they really believe, or how much of it was just politics.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you take that brush from your co-host and put it and apply more beauty powder on your face?
Well, as I posted, he noticed it. I mean,
Mr. Powder Puff.
I put it in, look in private chat. I posted the thing, but it's true. At least he noticed that the Democrat rhetoric has suddenly disappeared. But I found it funny that New York Times has actually posted the fact that there have been illegals in America for decades, and that now some of them are leaving. I mean, wow, for the first time, New York Times has posted good news. Good news, everybody. Thank you.
Did you see Jimmy Kimmel? Did you see Jimmy Kimmel having a live breakdown? Like, he could not hold it.
I did not see that.
He was Coffin Nails, you would enjoy it. He was having a literal mental breakdown in real time.
I cannot stand Jimmy Kimmel. He's the biggest damn hypocrite.
Well, you're probably going to be laughing. You're going to be laughing when you see him having a mental breakdown in real time. It's so glorious.
He is worse.
So glorious. Yeah, and Stephen Colbert did that stupid post, that pre-recorded thing, and it's like it goes to show how fake they are. It goes to show. I miss Colbert. I miss Colbert when he had his own show. He was funnier when he had his own show, but now he's on the level of Jimmy Kimmel. He's on that level right now. Because the only person watching is Gutfield.
Well, I can't decide who's worse. It's either Jimmy Kimmel or Howard Stern. They're both.
Oh, that's a good toss-up right there.
That's a good question.
That's a very great question. I mean, I wonder if there's a photo of Howard Stern back in his heyday. I wonder if that version of himself is probably hopping mad right now and screaming at him like, "Why'd you sell out, man?" It's like that episode of Family Guy when Quagmire is about to get married, and then he looks in the mirror and there's that hippie free love Quagmire in that reflection. I guarantee you he needs one of those. Mm-hmm. He definitely needs one of those, but unfortunately, it won't happen. He's so far.
He's illegal to be basement anymore.
Howard Stern is unfortunately so far up the man's butt. He's not going to come.
Yeah.
And Robert De Niro. Oh my God! I can still. You know what the beautiful thing about watching Casino is? I could still enjoy it because in the ending scene, his car gets blown up.
It gets clipped. Yeah, it gets clipped.
I could still enjoy that movie because of Joe Pesci, and of course,
asshole.
And Frank Collada, and also a whole lot of other casts. I can still enjoy Casino. Meet the Parents, I could still enjoy it. I enjoy the movies because they're fun to watch and everything. There's also a post.
One gets clipped.
There's also a post. Somebody was it's somewhere on X. I saw it a bit earlier. I meant to send this to you. Abolition American. I meant to send this to you. There is a post on X because somebody was trying to cope with the fact that Donald Trump lost. And guess what film they were popping in? They were popping in a Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, and they get to the Trump scene in that hall in the hotel lobby, and he lost his and the poster lost his crap. It was funny. I'm like, that's what you get. That's what you get.
Think about poor Rachel Levine. Imagine getting it. Imagine all those poor trans people who were hoping for government. It's going to be hilarious.
I don't even recognize.
I can't post the meme.
I don't recognize Rachel Levine. I don't recognize her at all.
Think of it. No dick, no job.
Exactly. Exactly that.
And also, to get a job, and 4 years later,
I would hate to be Taylor Swift right now. I would hate to be her right now. And Beyonce.
It was almost funny if Kamala won, because could you imagine Taylor Swift getting a bill for climate change for all the CO2 she pumps out? At what? Let's see, 6,500 tons at $10,000 a ton. Thank you very much, Taylor. You can see Earth not flying everywhere all of a sudden. Yeah, I honestly don't understand why these. I don't understand why these people. Yeah, they keep complaining about voting against your best interest. Really, you're voting to pay more. I don't see how that's in your best interest, especially Taylor Swift voting to pay more taxes. But I guess there was going to be a celebrity cutout, right? Like Hollywood is voting. Like, could you imagine Trump comes along and says, "Hey, Hollywood, no more 6% off."
Oh, that would be huge.
That would be awesome.
Well, let's see. All those celebrity endorsements, they were hoping that here's my take on this. Given what's
they go along with the Democrats because the Democrats hire them every year for promotions. That's why they sell out.
The protections against like the crimes that are being investigated right now, involving Puff Daddy and everything.
Yeah.
Why do you think they were endorsing Kamala? They wanted that protection. They wanted that protection from that.
Trump's already asking for it to be unsealed.
And look what happened. Look what's happening.
Unseal the tape.
If I were them, I would leave the country. I'd be like, no, I'm leaving. If my name is on that list, I would be gone. I would be gone within 2 days. Like right after, I'd be gone. They should do what at least Tom Hanks had the nerve to go to Greece. Why did anybody else? He came back. The nerve to do. Well, he came back.
Became a citizen and came back. So he's a hypocrite.
Well, he got spooked. He thought they were coming for him.
No, but he's still a Greek citizen.
Yeah.
But the thing is, hey, enjoy that 30% tax. Oh, that's right. You're not working. Yeah. Hypocrites.
Amazing. I heard Greece is beautiful during the summer and in the springtime too.
Yeah,
it's nice up there. I might
one of the nicest countries in the world, except for the people.
I want to go hang out at Athens. Actually, I want to go hang out at Athens. Go look at the Gladiator and.
The problem is Greece is full of liberals.
Oh dear God!
And yeah, it's the birth of liberalism. It's the birthplace of lunacy.
Well, then, may as well wait until they get a populist leader in there and clean all of them out.
Well, that's right. But Germany,
I think Le Pen. I think Le Pen got robbed. Le Pen got robbed in broad daylight.
6 months after the Trump victory was announced, they voted no confidence against Olaf Scholz. So it looks like Germany's going to early elections. Macron barely hung on by a thread. The socialists want to oust Macron. And he helped them win against Le Pen. So now he's in deep trouble because Le Pen and the socialists are working together to oust him. But the socialists want to bring Macron up for something he allegedly did that goes back decades. I don't know. That was involved in some company, timber company or something, some illegal shady deals in Africa where they were paying, selling timber from Gambia or something to another country and getting paid in gold, and then shipping the gold back to France and claiming it as and it because they'd claim the gold at a low value in Gambia, and then they bring it to France and value it at a high value, but he already paid the tax on it, so he didn't have to pay extra on the selling or something. He's selling it to the French treasury. So like, well, anyway, Italy called him out on it, and like he's really super embarrassed. But apparently, all he did was get a fine. Typical corruption. But that's it, liberal privilege, buying and selling gold or commodities, whatever. They all do it. They all got their fingers in the pot somewhere. That's why they're really afraid of Trump, because he'll call them out on the hypocrisy. But so I think most of them in Hollywood are announcing their retirements. And what a shock. Although Kathleen Kennedy's not going anywhere, but Bob Iger might be selling out.
So what's going to happen to Beyonce and Jay-Z? Where are they going to be in all this?
They got it. They're
probably in jail next to Diddy.
Hopefully, they're in jail next to Diddy. But right now, there's a what do you call it? An injunction against reporting on them. So there's no news. Well, of course there is.
That's illegal.
No, judges can do that. There's too much power in the courts.
No, I would go in there and be like, no, we're gonna go after you people.
Yeah,
we want answers.
That's what a DOJ. What's that? What the DOJ, a strong DOJ will do. They'll take that injunction and tear it up in a federal indictment.
You
federal
know who would
indictment
be, where is oh wait, Sarah's governor right now. Darn it. I was about to say when her term is up, she should go for chair of the DOJ.
She's still governor.
I know. I realized she was still governor, but it'd be nice though. It would be nice.
But could you imagine, right?
Christy Nome in Dakota. Holy crap!
Yeah,
that woman would do more damage to these people.
Most of them aren't giving up their position though, because the problem is with a federal job, it's a career ender.
Well, that's true, because we do have the midterms coming up, and I'm scared for South Dakota because they had a very fantastic governor. They had wonderful. I've been to South Dakota. It's beautiful up there, really beautiful. And
another meme I can't post on Facebook.
What, David?
I keep finding memes I can't post on Facebook.
Oh no! Oh no! Speaking of which, Mark Zuckerberg is really quiet right now.
Yeah.
I don't like
because he realizes that he has that. Well, he was losing money, so he had to get advertising off both sides this time round. Because don't forget, his big VR plot failed.
Because it's kind of funny when you look at it. It's funny when you look at it. They were so powerful back in 2016 and 2020. And with Jack Dorsey gone, that one clown gone, Zuckerberg is the only one left of that. Zuckerberg's the only one left of that cabal.
Dorsey always wanted out of Twitter. He wanted out forever. That's why he sold it. He was selling off to fund his he's at Foursquare. He owns it. He created it, I believe. You wondered what happened to the woman in green? It's on X. I can't show you. But let's just say Disney and remake or Netflix special.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah, she got Netflix.
Hey guys, I've got to get going. I got this room's going to be taken over. So
yeah, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I gotta go. It's 10:30. So
let's see again, Prime.
Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Coffee and Gaming. Check out everybody's channel, and we'll probably see you next week. I might be on vacation, so we'll leave that tentatively. You guys have a great night. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Keep me posted.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jimbo.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.
Burn in hell, New World Order. Fuck you. Fuck you, New World Order. Fuck you, Bill Gates.
I love you. You gotta do better than that. I love you.